you're looking at a monument that would have been originally a lot bigger. But we're standing on the Dyke bank itself, and this bank would probably have been about double this height. It would have been about 2 to 3 metres up. And on the western facing side, where the Dyke is always facing westwards against its Welsh rivals, we have the surviving traces of the ditch. And the ditch is just a little scoop now, but it originally would have been up to 3 metres deep. So the bank and ditch combined would have been a really substantial monument. But there's some other things. We can't see it here, but there's probably a bank on the far side, what we call a counterscarp bank, on the far side of the monument, making the ditch even more formidable for those approaching it. And on this side, you can see there's a scoop, and this is where they probably brought all the material to make the bank. So we're naturally looking at, they scooped up material from this side to build the bank, scooped it into a ditch, and built another bank on the far side. So there's at least 4 components here. Now, we don't know exactly what it looked like originally. There may have been a revetment or palisade on top. There may have been watchtowers. They may have had beacons on the hills to light, to warn people of approaching enemies. And because this was never intended to be for troops standing on top of and defending all year round, this was a patrol line to observe the landscape, to see threats coming, and to warn people to the east in forts and in villages of threats approaching. So this was a monument intended to be about controlling the landscape at large, both the landscape to the back of it, to the east, into Mercian territory, but also the landscape to the west. Another feature that I want to point out is, as we're looking along here, you can see that it's built in angles. It's not actually a monument that curves around the landscape. It is a monument that is built in straight lines.